if one is taking any kind of substance or even using food for suppressing,
Yep.
can you still go through this process without stopping doing that?
Certainly, but some substances are going to be more tricky to go through the process than others. Just to give you some examples, let's say I'm drinking myself to oblivion every night with alcohol. Of course, there must be an emotion I'm denying to do that, right? And so if I took away the alcohol, what would happen pretty fast? The emotion will get right to the core, wouldn't it? So you can approach the subject in two different ways. One way is I can choose to withdraw from the addiction, and I just, like, who was I speaking to earlier about the addiction of trying to please others? Somebody, might have been one of the ladies who just left, but we have all sorts of addictions, not only just food or alcohol or, or substances. We also have addiction to feelings. And so what I'm saying is you can take away that feeling that you're addicted to and see what emotion rises, or you can try and deal with the emotion while you're still trying to have the addiction. Now, which one's going to be easier, do you think, to identify the emotion?
First one.
The first one, yeah.
So that's actually a fast way of getting
Yeah, what I did is I just threw away all addictions and let everything come up, and pretty rapidly everything came up. And for instance, I had this large collection of wine, quite a few $1,000 worth of wine. I used to love red wine. And as soon as I realised what I wanted to do with my emotions, I didn't sell it, I just gave away my red wine collection. Right? And so, and then I didn't have any wine. Like,
Do you drink that?
no. But I went through this process because I wanted to, what would that trigger? You see what that triggered, And it's triggered a lot of things. Things you wouldn't even imagine. Like, I go out with somebody and they're all drinking wine and I say no. How does that feel? It feels like I'm missing out. It feels like there was all sorts of things that triggered just by doing that one thing. So my suggestion is allow yourself to identify your addictions and then remove them for a period. So like in the last few weeks I realised I was using addiction of carbohydrates to suppress some emotions about my unworthiness. So what I did was I just stopped all carbohydrates. All the time I'm at my tent, all I have is lemon drinks with a bit of lemon squeezed in them, and a few sprouts and a piece of fruit in the morning. And I found doing that, emotions come up, no worries whatsoever. And I feel like one of my addictions has been a packet of chips, just like something like starchy, some kind of carbohydrate. And I'm walking up to the house, after being down the tent, and I'm thinking about this packet of chips. So I know that there's some more there, just some more stuff, more emotions to deal with there.
Are you getting enough nourishment, or does that not? Yeah.
Do I look all right? Yeah, no, I get plenty. I feel the best I've ever felt, so I'm getting plenty of nourishment. And actually I'm putting on weight, believe it or not, so I'm putting on muscle weight because I'm dealing with all the unworthiness that... Yeah, because I'm dealing with the unworthiness that prevented me from putting on weight. Yeah. So I'm eating less and actually putting on muscle. Whereas, like I used to do bodybuilding, like this was 10 years ago, and I had to go through rings to put on a kilogram of muscle. Like I had to just, I ate 6 meals of meat a day to put on some muscle. And I did that for nearly 6 years. And I did put on some muscle. I was about 80-something kgs, but I still didn't feel good. I was all constipated and a mess really inside of myself. And I did it all, this other way that never worked. And now I'm actually putting on muscle even though I'm eating a lot less, and so just dealing with the soul stuff. Yeah.